You know what? In trying to think over what my low, my high, and my acts of kindness are, I actually know what kind of video I want to do today. Don't worry, it'll actually video. It's actually the kind of video I haven't done in quite a while, but I think you guys are due for another one. So let's see, my low. Well, let's be honest, my Cowboys just barely lost, so that's already low. And Rita's closed for the year yesterday, so that's another low. Luckily, though, I have plenty of stuff to tide me over until it opens again. Hopefully, in the final Friday of February. Otherwise, it'll be March 6th, which is the first Friday in March of 2021, in which Rita's will reopen again. So, really kind of hoping it's sooner rather than later. But, it's not. I can wait. I mean, I've waited longer for other things. So, yeah, I can definitely wait this long for whatever. And also, okay, so here's the thing. One of my highs is definitely the fact that my mom came to my apartment to clean up a little bit because she likes to do that. And again, don't get me wrong, I try and keep my apartment clean too, but you need that mother's touch, you know what I mean? And I think she may have messed up my clock that's right next to my bed because I woke up an hour earlier. It's 5:37 in the morning at the time of recording this, as I'm looking at the clock right now. Meaning I got up at well before 5 o'clock this morning. Which I was actually kind of surprised. Because, I have been fighting something off, and one things I take are, sort of like, it's supposed to be like NyQuil kind of, but it's like the bargain brand version of NyQuil, which is still really effective for me. And I'm still actually kind of tired a little bit, but again, I woke up an hour early. And normally that stuff knocks me out for the entirety of an 8-hour period of time. And I went to bed early too. It was like 9 to 9:30 when I went to bed last night. So, yeah. I'm going to be feeling it a little bit later. So, those are my lows. My highs were, I heard from, my brother and my sister-in-law and, my grandparents. Everyone had a wonderful time. So it was nice knowing that everyone had a wonderful time celebrating my nephew's first birthday. I have a ton of pictures from it, which, again, I can't really show because, again, my brother and my sister-in-law are very, private people. And they don't really care for, they try and make sure that, and, I don't know how to just, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm so tired. Basically, they're very private and they don't really like to show off whatever pictures they have and stuff. So, luckily I have a ton of them. I saved them to my computer. That was very important. And, for dinner last night, we actually had mom food, which is actually the topic of today's video. Today's going to be a Mom Food Chronicles video today. Can't wait to talk about that. And it actually leads into my act of kindness, which is I helped set the table and get everything ready for dinner. So, yeah, this was a very lovely meal that we had. And with that out of the way, I can start my Mom Food Chronicles video right now. Good morning and happy Monday, everyone. So, before I get into the mom food, let's talk about the games I got wrong, shall I? Because I actually did a lot better than last week when it came to which team was going to win and which team was not going to win. So, there's a couple that I'm definitely upset that I was wrong about. Like, hold on a second. Let's see, I was right about the Texans beating the Jaguars. I wound up being wrong about the Giants winning. I was right about the Ravens. I was right about the Vikings. I was right about the Titans. I was right about the Chiefs. I wound up being right about the Bills. Yes. That was actually one I was kind of hoping that... I was rooting for the underdog in that game. And yeah, Buffalo's for real now. Because you literally put a halt to the MVP. So when you're able to hold them down, you know you're doing well. Let's see. I was wrong about the Falcons. And I do believe I have something to say about the Las Vegas Raiders. The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won. So, yes, I always do that when the Raiders win, and I actually like to pick the Raiders to win, obviously. I wound up being wrong about the last 3 games, though. Congratulations to the Dolphins, because you pulled off a big upset against the Cardinals. I already mentioned that my Cowboys lost, so there's another one. And the Saints absolutely destroyed Tampa Bay. Holy cow. That's not good. So with that out of the way, I can do my NFL pick right. Actually, no, I'll do that later. So, right, those are the games that wound up happening yesterday. I wound up being right about some, wound up being wrong about a whole bunch of others. Not a whole bunch of others, but definitely more than I was hoping. So, with that out of the way, let's get into today's Mom Food Chronicle. So, what did I have last night for dinner? Well, it can be summed up in one word. And you know what? Because here's the thing. The vegetable was also a mom food, but do I really want to do that at the same time? You know what? It's been a while since I've done a Mom Food Chronicle. So you know what? I'll give you 2 for the price of 1. So, because, you know, you gotta have a starch for a side. And we had buttered noodles. Pretty self-explanatory. But the main 2 mom foods that we had were, for a vegetable, it was broccoli and cheese sauce. Steamed broccoli and cheese sauce. And for the main course, ham. Yes, we had ham last night. Now, you're probably wondering, what's so special about ham? Ladies and gentlemen, don't misunderstand me. I've said many times that the meat dish on my full course menu is, you know, prime rib, ribeye in that area. And in my main course are, you know, the surf and turf from Libs and Moretti's, which feature the filet mignon, but Libs you can also get prime rib as well. And that's not going to change. But if beef didn't exist, ham would probably be my meat dish. I love ham that much. You know, I think it may very well have been one of the first meats I ever had, now that I think about it. I mean, you would think it's actually rather unassuming because upon first glance, you know, it's pink. You know, don't get me wrong, not that pink doesn't look appetizing, but pink-colored meat? That doesn't look appetizing at all, but you know what? It's salty, it's sweet in a way. It just works. I love ham so much. And it blew my mind when I learned that prosciutto is essentially ham, only prosciutto is smoked. Only ham is smoked, and prosciutto isn't. So, in a way for you to, so in a very small and subtle way, if any Italians are watching, I've been eating prosciutto a lot and I didn't even know it. So, you guys are probably wondering, how does my mother make it? Well, she really doesn't do much. If the ham is small enough, she'll put it in the crock pot. But if it's big enough, she'll roast it or sort of slow bake it like she did yesterday. She baked it at 225 for, several hours. It was juicy. It was, delicious. And she makes a glaze on it that could potentially be like a sauce. And it normally consists of molasses, brown sugar, mustard, sometimes clove. There wasn't clove in this one. There was not clove in this one. But it's just so good. I love ham that much. In fact, I probably shouldn't say this on camera, but I know that there are some religions that are against eating, pork in general, and that does include ham. And growing up, don't misunderstand me. Not that there's anything wrong if you're part of that religion that doesn't eat ham or anything. But growing up, I'm thinking, okay, I'm never marrying anyone from that religion because I'm not going to be giving up ham for a girl. Again, I was stupid. Again, I was a stupid, naive kid growing up. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what that stuff entails. But yeah, don't get me wrong. If you are vegan or if you are in that religion that doesn't eat ham, and there are several of them that don't, you're free to live your life. I'll never argue with that. I'll never make fun of that. That's your prerogative. None of my business whatsoever. But if anything, it just means that there's more ham for the likes of me. I love ham. I do. I will say that ham is just like that guaranteed food where if it's like a holiday meal that's not Thanksgiving or say it's a big holiday meal. And you can't get a turkey on Thanksgiving, even though a turkey should be the number one thing on your number one priority on your list. Or if it's Christmas time and you can't get prime rib, or if it's Easter and you can't get prime rib or lamb. Ham is just that one thing that always works. It's so universally liked for a big holiday meal that even on St. Patrick's Day, when it's normally supposed to be corned beef and cabbage, a lot of people go for ham if they can't get their hands on corned beef. It just works. And I love ham that much. And I said there's 2 Mom Foods for the price of 1 today. It's broccoli and cheese sauce. And honestly, there really isn't much to this. My mother just likes to steam the broccoli. And the cheese sauce is like making a roux and adding Velveeta to it. That's all the cheese sauce is. But again, it all just works. It just does. It's so simple. It's so it's so good. I like it so much. I can't really. It's just one of those things where you gotta try and you're like, okay, I can't really make any complaints. It's just so good, These are foods that don't require much of an explanation. But they're good all the same, And I think that's one of the key factors to why mom food is why it's called mom food. Because it doesn't need to be overly complicated to work. It was made out of love. There was clearly time and effort being put into making it. You can't really ask for anything more. And again, I just said it comes from a place of love. And again, it doesn't need to be made by your mom. Your dad could be making it, an aunt or an uncle maybe, a cousin, your grandparents, anything, anyone. Or it could be a friend of the family maybe. As long as it comes from a place of love and it definitely has it gives you profound memories and whatever. Is again, like I explained, ham is like probably one of the first, meats I ever had growing up. So, I don't know, I can't really complain. And I think one of the best parts about making ham is you can easily have it as leftovers. I wish I took some home. Darn it, maybe I'll have to try and see if I can get some. Maybe. And with that being said, I'm going to talk about today's NFL pick. Who am I kidding? The Patriots are going to win this game. If the Patriots lose to the 0-8 Jets, then I don't know what to tell you. A lot of this said that the Patriots are a far cry from what they once were, or the Jets really are not as bad as you would think. I don't really know how to call it, but I can tell you this. Ham, broccoli and cheese sauce, awesome mom foods, and that's the main topic of what I had today. Like, share, subscribe, and follow me on social media. I'm trying to get to you. I'm very humble in this video for all you guys who are watching. Your favorite video. Wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, I'm going to be here to lend an arrows. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.